why aren't these things sticking? Oh, this thing's stupid. Oh. Damn it. It's made for chipping. We're going for halfway across the shop. All the way across the shop, over the trailer. On top of the golf cart. What? So you want to fix that slice, huh? What's up, fellas? Welcome back, baby. Today we're going to be doing a little pro tips with HGA, the hack, baby. All right, you guys have seen my launch monitor before. Got my full setup. So with that being said, I've been playing some really shitty golf lately, and nobody wants to watch a dude on YouTube shoot like 4 or 5 over. It's boring. Boring. So I got to get back in the lab. I got to buckle down. It's a new year, and we got to get back to playing some better f***ing golf. Hell yeah! If you guys have watched the channel before, you know I've been spinning the ball way too much. Almost got like a little mini slice power fade going, so we're gonna fix that today. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix it. Everybody's swing is different. I'm gonna give you guys some tips that maybe you can apply yourself. So let's jump into this. First things first, I'm gonna rip 5 drivers. I'm gonna give you guys an idea of how my ball's curving, where my spin rate's at. We'll just get a few numbers. We'll get ball speed, carry yardage, total distance, all that good stuff. Just kind of get a baseline of where we're at right now. Then we're gonna do some drills, some tips. We're gonna go over some stuff, and hopefully we'll be able to fix this here within about an hour or so. Keep in mind, if you're like a 20 handicap, this isn't gonna get you down to scratch in like a week. I was a +2 at one point, but since I started filming, I haven't been able to practice that much and play that much. So I know where my pockets need to be, my body needs to be, and able to play some good golf. So for me, or a better player, it's gonna take a lot less effort and time to get down to shooting around par, so.
We don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
Let's rip these 5 drivers and let's get some numbers. All right, that one wasn't too bad on the shot shape. Keep in mind it's a sky track, so numbers aren't gonna be that great. It's gonna be a lot shorter than what you actually hit it out on the golf course. As you can see, the spin rate, 3440. It's way too high. We wanna get it down around 2500. I'm gonna keep my normal swings going here. I'm gonna hit 4 more. We'll see what the average is between all 5 shots. .4850 spin rate.
what the hell is even that?
All right, those last 2 are a little bit more realistic of what's been going on out on the course. As you can see here though, 2691 spin rate with that kind of shot shape just isn't the case. That's probably more right around the 4000 range, so SkyTrack does not always pick it up great. That's kind of the gist of what's been going on out on the course. Kind of start it down the middle, maybe even a little bit of a pull, and it just fades way off. You can even see 48 yards offline. I don't know about all that either, but whatever. All right, so I stole this off the LA vlog. We're gonna just take a little look at this swing on what it looks like. So first impressions here is we are starting to take the club away very wide. That's just starting the recipe for disaster. So let's keep taking it back up to the top. So at the top we're in a pretty decent spot, but since we're having these woes, we're gonna have to get those hands a little bit lower, that elbow a little bit more tucked. And here we are coming down on the ball, and as you can see, the exit through the ball is way too out to in. So we need to clean that up as well. Then another thing is my balance. My balance is really off, as you can see here. Not good balance. So we got a recipe for a disaster going on here. All right, first thing we're gonna do is put the big dog away. As you guys know, the flatter the stick, the more exaggeration your ball flight's gonna be. So we're gonna put this away. We're gonna start out with a 7-iron. We're gonna do our drills with that first, and then we'll work our way back up to the big stick. All right, so first thing we talked about was balance. So we're gonna get all the basics down first. We're gonna go over how our posture is, how our setup is, before we even swing the club. I have plenty of shorts on those if you guys want to find those. They're somewhere deep on the channel. And grip is another big one. We want to make sure our grip is good. So first thing, we're going to address the ball. I like where the ball is, all that good stuff. Feet are good. The main thing I'm going to focus on right now is transferring my weight. Cooper, shut up, dude. Main thing I'm going to focus on right now is transferring my rear weight to the front throughout the golf swing, and I want to pause with that nice finish. We don't want that baseball swing where we're falling back on our back foot. It's just a disaster down the road. Don't fall into that habit. There you go, first swing, we already got a nice tight little draw. It's what we like to see. So we're gonna do some drills now. We're gonna really try to draw that ball in. And by the way, if you're a hooker of the golf ball, all these things can be applied, but do it the opposite way. So for a slicer, you wanna get that elbow down into your body, more shallow golf swing. If you're a hooker, you want to get that elbow a little bit detached from your body. You're going to come out to in a little bit. Again, you can exaggerate these at first, but realistically, you want to find that sweet spot down the line once you start to get the habit of it. All right, we're going to work on our body a little bit here. So first thing I like to do is take 2 golf tees. We're just going to throw those under our armpits. You could take a golf towel as well, use that, that's fine. I like to use tees, it's a little bit easier. The towel isn't impeding your swing, and it's very easy for one to fall out, so this drill is very good for that. I had a coach teach me once, if you can't do it in a half swing, you're not gonna be able to do it in a full swing consistently. So we're gonna take some 50% swings here. We're not gonna go all the way back. We're gonna just do a little half moon, so back and back, from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And what I'm gonna focus on here is not taking the club out so wide, and I want to keep my elbow in both armpits into my body. There you go, that's a perfect tight little draw. We love to see that, little 50%. You're not looking for anything special on this drill, you're just making contact with the ball. If you happen to see a perfect ball flight, that's great. We're just gonna run this drill off a few times until we get a nice consistent flight with our ball. That's it, no follow through, no crazy swings, you're just tapping that ball off. You'll get some crazy pushes like that, or some pulls, that's fine. We're just getting a good feel of where we need to be. So let's go ahead and take this up to a full swing. We don't have to go 100% right now, but we're gonna go a full 12 o'clock swing. And remember, I'm focusing here on getting that club a little bit more shallow going back and not letting these tees fall out. Another thing to help you too when you're drilling this is just making sure that elbow doesn't become detached from your body when you're coming back. Oh, and by the way, once you're done with your swing, the left tee will fall out once you do your follow through. Right tee never should. There we go, we have a nice draw on the ball now. We're just gonna keep drilling this. Our goal here is to never fade the ball. This is a perfect example of what we're going to be running here pretty soon for our next drill. You can see how our ball flight is now being pushed off and then drawing back in just a touch. This is a perfect head start of where we want to be. So our next drill we're going to jump into, you could use anything. Use water bottles, tees. I'm going to use these little plastic tees that I got here on my simulator. I'm going to take the center of the club face here and just put it behind the ball, and what we're going to do is we're going to place these tees in opposite directions, just like something like that. Never mind, I had that opposite. So we're trying to draw the ball. We want to have the club face come into out. So that's how we want to set our tees. We just have the tees a little offset, and all we're trying to do is train our eye, and our goal is to not hit these tees here. For this, I'm going to keep the tee under the armpit. That way we're just running everything at once. That way nothing is getting away from us. We're going to start this at a 50% power. We're just going to kind of get used to that new club path we got going on. Got a nice tight draw on it. All right, let's try to bump our power up a little bit here. Ooh. We are so goddamn money, baby.
I don't know what we're yelling about!
All right, now we're gonna graduate from the 7-iron. I think we're just about good there. I'm gonna bump it up to a 3-iron now. I wanna work this drill a little bit more with some more power before we jump into the metal sticks. So I'm gonna run everything the same. I'm gonna have the tee under the shoulder here. I'm gonna run my tees or water bottles down by the ball. That way we can get a nice visual path of what we need to do. Haven't hit a draw on the 3-iron in a long time, so that feels pretty good. We did knock over one tee. I just grazed it a little bit. So we're just gonna keep drilling this until we get it perfect. But you see here on our shot tracer, we started off nice and straight. I wanna try to just bump that out a little bit right and have it curve back toward the middle a little bit more. Shit. Here's a perfect example of what's going to happen a lot. When you're trying to push that ball out, at first you're going to get a lot of push fades. So we're trying to time up our wrist and turn that club face over right at the ball. So we're still trying to get used to that a little bit. So this kind of stuff is going to happen, but you just got to play with it. You got to play with your timing a little bit, but we are off to a good start. You see, we're starting the ball off this way. Now we just got to get it to turn the other way, and that's just going to take some time. So don't give up on it, and we're just going to keep drilling this until we get it. Alright, so decent ball flight to end off here with my irons. It got it pushed out just a little bit and we're drawing back. It's not completely perfect, but it's where we want to be. That's kind of our goal of what we want to do today. So we went from landing over here, now we're drawing the ball. So now we're going to bump up our irons to our driver. Very important for you guys to start with irons on these drills, because if you just use driver, you're just bombing it out there, you're going to get very discouraged, because like I said, your driver will spin the most. So I suggest starting with the 7 iron, 6 iron, even an 8 iron. You could do something like that. We're going to bump it up to a driver and see if we can get a similar ball flight to this. I wouldn't mind playing a fade out on the golf course, but I'm just fading the ball a little too much right now. So I want to know how to hit the draw again. It's been a long time, so I know how to do it. I just got to take the time to do it, and it takes a lot of drilling, a lot of effort to do it. So I'm going to help you guys out with it too, because I'm a freaking good guy.
Who do you think you are? I am.
All right, we got the big stick in hand.
Hey, yo, what the f***?
I took the tees out, but I'm still gonna run with the tee under my armpit here. That's just gonna make sure I keep that elbow tucked in there. And our goal here is to try to hit some shots like that. Nice little tight draw on it. All right, we're getting closer. We are putting some draw on the ball. We are pulling it though. We still wanna work getting it out and then drawing back toward the center. Hey, that's not bad right there, boys. That is not bad. So I'm not taking full swings, and I'm still hitting the ball a little low on the face, which is causing it to have a little bit more spin rate than I'd like. So we just got to keep drilling on that, making sure we're hitting the center of the club face. But as you can see here, I'm just taking little 75% swings, just trying to get in that zone, trying to get that perfect ball flight there. Let's ramp this bitch up. All right, boys, we are looking good. We got a consistent draw going. Spin rate is very low. I don't believe that at all, but I'm guessing it's somewhere right around the 25 to 2800 range, somewhere in there. Our carry looks a little short, but like I said, this sky track ends up being a little short. But as you can see, we're starting the ball on the right track. We're just overcooking it a little bit, but we are on a very, very good path, and that's what we love to see. So I hope this helps some of you shitty golfers out there.
But y'all say that.
Again, I'm not like a professional or anything, but I mean, I basically am. I mean, I could have gone on tour, but you know, I hurt my shoulder, just, you know, it just didn't pan out. I turned them down, so PGA Tours just offered me just millions of dollars, but I just didn't feel like doing it, you know? Just didn't feel like traveling, just, it's all overrated.
You got me.
No, but seriously, I've been using the T technique under the armpit for a long time. It's kind of how I started hitting a draw. Took me a long time though, guys. It takes a long time to change your ball flight. The first time I ever picked up a golf club about 7 years ago or so, I was a big slicer of the ball, and I got down to a 10 handicap within about a year and a half, and I finally started turning the ball over. I actually started hitting hooks, and I wasn't even mad about it, because I tried for so long to draw the ball. So, and then from there, you just kind of iron it out until you get it right. If you start hooking the ball when you're doing these drills, back your elbow off a little bit. Just do little stuff to help straighten that ball flight out. But I find the main thing that helps me when I'm fading the ball too much is I notice that my club path is getting way too out to in. I'm getting lazy with my swing, and my elbow is way detached from my body. So just try those two simple little things, and hopefully it helps you out. All right, boys, I'm gonna go dial in this swing right here, and hopefully I'll be able to shoot some lower scores for you guys out on the course, because I haven't been playing well lately. Get out to the range. 2024 is gonna be a badass year for some good golf. All you all watching are gonna score a hole-in-one this year, guaranteed. All right, boys, thanks for watching as always. Peace. Stupid ass thing.
Bruh.